Welcome to Brazil Bound with Simon Borg. I'm Jason Seguini. The U.S. roster is out for the Mexico game next week. And Simon, when we looked at this roster, as much as everyone's talking about Julian Green, the first name we keyed on was DeAndre Yedlin. And we sat down and we said, does this guy really have a shot at making the World Cup? And surprisingly, the answer we came up with was yes.
Yeah, we sat down, Jason, and we went through the 8 names that were likely to go to Brazil. We assume the U.S. will take 8 defenders. These 6 are locks, leaving 2 spots and a host of names trying to get in there.
All right, when you look at the bubble, they're set at center back. You have 4 guys who are perfectly capable, and you have potentially Maurice Adu, who could make the midfield and fill that spot. To me, that means Orozco, he's out. Brooks, he's also out.
Another guy you can cross off, Edgar Castillo, the Tijuana man against Ukraine. Looked like a little boy playing against men, which leaves Michael Parkhurst, Brad Evans, and DeAndre Yedlin fighting it out for the 2 spots. And I would pencil in Parkhurst. Why? He can play every position along the back line. That's too valuable.
All right, that leaves Brad Evans and Yedlin. And look, Evans is the easy choice when you look at what they've done recently in the recent past for Klinsmann's teams. But he's a very similar player to Parkhurst at right back. So you have Cameron who can play right back. You have Parkhurst. Are you going to use that last spot on Brad Evans when you could take a differentiator like DeAndre Yedlin, a guy who has a ton of speed getting forward, but he also has that key recovery speed. In this group that they're in, that could be key at the end of games. Look, there's a reason that DeAndre Yedlin is on the bubble and not in the camp, and that's because he doesn't have a lot of experience. He's only been to U.S. national team camp once. He only has 1 cap. He's only been a professional for barely over 1 year.
But Jason, in that year, DeAndre Yedlin has played more at right back than Brad Evans has in his entire career. But it really would be cruel if DeAndre Yedlin took the spot of his club teammate who helped the U.S. get to the World Cup.
All right, let us know what you think in the comments section below. Do you think it's Brad Evans, or could DeAndre Yedlin possibly take that spot? Or do you see the defender pool shaking out differently as we lead up to the World Cup?